Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Fair use, fair use, fair use. YouTube. What's going on, everybody? Make sure all the sound is up. Okay. Welcome, YouTube and Facebook. Time for the breakdown. We're going to be reading a document. And we're also going to be looking at groupies, man. Groupies have been a thing since since music was birthed, bro. All right. Uh, I'm a firm believer in if men change the way they looked and change their thinking pattern about women, they'd be better off, man. But I want to play a couple joints right quick.
Pearl tongue that I like to tickle. The U is for uterus, down deep in the middle. SS, it's so slippery when I go up inside. Pussy's good, and if you're getting some, I know you know. The power of the PU.
Power of the PUSSY, man. Crazy.
Every baller that can afford it, they cop the best ride. For the power of the PUSSY. Let's have some fun. Power of the PUSSY. That's why niggas get their hair cut, try to dress fly. Every baller that can afford it, he cop the best ride. For the power of the PUSSY. I knew this girl.
Yo, these groupies been around since the dawn of fucking time, B. Since the dawn of time. They had a chick called Sweet Connie back in 73, all kind of shit. Broad's been on the road since 13 years old. I didn't know this until I just looked into this shit. And we're going to do a case breakdown of this shit. This morning, actually, JayZ actually told the judge, yo, you need to divulge who this broad is. It's only fair. And where's it at? Right here. So JayZ rape accuser's identity should be revealed, tells judge. Fair is fair. You're damn right. So JayZ says the woman who's suing him, along with Diddy for allegedly raping her, should be forced to reveal her identity instead of pursuing the case anonymously. All right. JayZ's attorney Alex Spiro filed documents this morning, asking the judge to make the plaintiff reveal herself. Fair is fair. It's not consistent with justice, fairness, or the rules governing federal proceedings for a plaintiff and her counsel to smear JayZ's good name. Furthermore, the doc state JayZ's built an impeccable reputation and has never been accused of or engaged in any sexual misconduct. All right. And that's a great way to start. Going over this document, I found a lot of bullshit. Just like I found in that Thalia Graves document. If you recall, Thalia Graves claimed that she was drugged, right? Taken to a place. She passed out. She was stripped naked. And the niggas left the room. Right? Then when she started yelling, then they entered the room and then they raped her. It didn't make any sense at all. Like that whole thing, we'll get into that. What I came across looking at this particular one, this new one with JayZ included, this shit don't make no sense either. When they first start talking about how this girl is 13 years old and she had a friend with a car who picked her up and dropped her off at the VMAs because it was on her bucket list. It's language like that. It's the language of it. What 13-year-old has a bucket list? That's one. What 13-year-old has a friend with a car? That's two. The third thing is, if this is 2000, yeah, it was still pretty dangerous out there in 2000, right? So her father, she alleged that she lied to her father, and he thought she was going somewhere else. But where'd you think she was going? And who's the friend that dropped her off? Then he went to pick her up after she was allegedly raped. It's just everything. It just makes no sense. So let me show you this shit right here. Right, you got this fucking document. This is what the hell she said, starting at 38. Right, factual allegations. Right, she was 13 years old and had a friend drive and drop her off near Radio City Music Hall, bro. What? What 13-year-old has a friend with a fucking car? It says she had a friend. All right. Radio City Music Hall, so she could try to attend the VMAs, right? Attending the VMAs was on the plaintiff's bucket list. What fucking 13-year-old has a bucket list? A bucket list? Okay. Plaintiff arrived at the venue and saw large crowds, blah, blah, blah. Plaintiff was very excited. All right. So she went down there without a ticket. So you had a friend drop your 13-year-old ass off to go to the VMAs without a ticket because because it's on your bucket list. All right. So it says that she remained outside with others and watched the VMAs on a jumbotron, determined to get in the VMAs or an after party. She approached several limo drivers parked nearby and attempted to talk her way into either. You approaching limo drivers? I just find this really hard to believe, dog. You're approaching limo drivers. You got a friend with a car at 13. You got bucket lists and shit. You didn't even have a ticket, nigga. What? Like, all right. And one of the limo drivers she spoke to claimed to work for defendant Combs, right? And that driver told her that Combs liked younger girls and said you would fit what Diddy's looking for. Come on, this is comical. This is fucking comedy, man. This is come on. The driver's like, yeah, man, Diddy like him young. Yeah, you're gonna be a good fit. What? All right, so she couldn't get into the VMAs, but he invited her to the after party, allegedly, right? The driver stated he had to drive Combs and others to the after party first. Why? See, this is how you catch niggas in lies. I don't know if y'all know, man. I used to have to write reports for the work I used to do, and I thought I did good reports, man. And every time I turned that shit in, most of the time, the niggas called me back because there was a hole in the fucking story. Yeah, I used to lie on shit. I thought I was covering the shit good. Like, why would they check? This is what I said, right? So when I look at a motherfucking story, I can see where shit don't add up. Oh, we got a comment. Hey, Linda, what's up, man? You know we got to break this shit down. Headshot. So, Shorty said that she was standing out in the fucking cold, waiting for the driver to come back. That the driver told her, "Yeah, did he like him young? Yo, you right up his alley. Just wait right here." Cool. She has a friend with a fucking car at 13. She has a bucket list, and going to the VMAs was on her bucket list. She goes down there with no money, no ticket. She's just standing out there, 13 years old. She walks up to a goddamn limo driver, multiple limo drivers, and one is like, yeah, man, I work for Diddy. yo, stay here. He going to drive Diddy to the after party first, right? Why would you need to drive her to the after party first, bro? She's saying that the driver said, "All right, yo, I gotta drive them first, Diddy and then I'm gonna come back and get you and take you to where I just dropped them off at." Nigga ain't doing all that driving, bro. Who the fuck are they? This don't make no sense. So the nigga gonna pick the take Diddy and everybody to his party first, and then come back to get this little broad, allegedly. Why he doing all that driving? Why he even care about the broad? If he that close with Diddy, he'd be like, "Yo, Diddy, yo, listen, there's a 13-year-old girl over there. She want to go back to your crib. You want to go?" Obviously, the niggas going to the after party was fine with it because she was in the after party, right? So why you got to go back and get her? Lie number fucking 3. All right. So she stated that he gonna drive Combs and the others to the after party first, but instructed the plaintiff to return to his location after the event and that he would pick her up and take her to the after party. So how long is this bitch out there? They said later that evening. So this broad was out there for a little minute in the cold, 13 years old, had a friend that dropped her off, and she has a bucket list to go to the VMAs. All right. Later that evening, plaintiff excitedly returned to the same location and waited for what seemed to her a long time. Yeah, no shit. The driver eventually returned and drove her what he described as the after party. Hmm. All right. After approximately 20 minutes, the plaintiff arrived at what she believed to be a large white residence with a gated U-shaped driveway. Hmm. Once inside, 2 men asked her to sign a document, which plaintiff did not read, but she now believes to have been a non-disclosure agreement. She was told that she could not discuss. See, what they do is they watch this shit. They watch to see what's going on. They watch the fucking YouTube shit. They be reading these fucking cases. They heard that, oh yeah, everybody had to sign a fucking NDA, and they put that shit in the fucking law, right? So she said, "Yeah, I had to sign something. I didn't know what it was. I just fucking signed it. And today I realized it was an NDA." All right. She was told that she could not discuss what happened to the party. She gave the men her name and signed the form and did not receive a copy. Yeah, no shit. All right. Inside the building, she recognized many celebrities, right? As she entered what appeared to be a large living room or foyer containing a large crowd. So this is why I say, yo, if she was going to go there anyway and be around these people anyway, nobody said nothing, nobody thought anything was strange. Why did the limo driver have to take Diddy first? I'm sure they could have fit a little 13-year-old girl in there on the fucking lap. All right. Plaintiff attempted to mingle. Oh shit, they caught somebody. They got a person of interest in that CEO shooting. Plaintiff attempted to mingle in the crowd and talked to several of the celebrities that she recognized and whom she wanted to see at the VMAs. Oh, really? Now, here's another lie. Wait staff circulated through the room carrying trays of drinks, and loud music played throughout the venue. I need you to pay attention to this real carefully. Right? She said wait staff circulated through the room carrying trays of drinks. So there's a lot of drinks because obviously there must be a lot of people who are drinking them. Right? So if there's a lot of people drinking them, they should all be experiencing the same effects, right? Let's see. Plaintiff observed widespread drug use, including marijuana, cocaine. After attempting to talk to numerous celebrities, she accepted a drink from one of the waitresses circulating the crowd. The drink was a reddish yellow mixture that tasted like orange juice, cranberry juice, and something bitter. Right? After drinking just a portion of that drink, just a portion, plaintiff began to feel very woozy. Yo, am I too loud, guys? Let me do a volume check. All right. Yeah, it should be good. It should be good. Let me see. Mic check, mic. All right. So this girl says that she drank a little red yellow mixture, and after just a portion, right, the plaintiff began to feel woozy and lightheaded, making her need to lie down. Okay, here's where the lie is. She just said up here that it was a waitress circulating the crowd with a tray, right? And if there's a lot of people there drinking and taking drinks off of the tray, motherfuckers is gonna be experiencing that same shit, right? Yeah, I would say so. So if they're experiencing the same shit, she ain't say nothing else about anybody else laying down, anybody else passed out on the floor, or anything. She ain't say none of that shit. But she says after a portion of that drink, the plaintiff began to feel woozy and lightheaded, making her need to lie down. Now, right, she actually uses the terminology GHB, right? Here's the thing. GHB takes 15 minutes to a half an hour to take effect. So you take a little fucking sip and all of a sudden you feel woozy and you need to lay down. You're fucking lying. If it was in fact like that, everybody else who was drinking the shit would have needed to lie the fuck down too, right? Yeah. So that's a lie. GHB takes 15 to 30 minutes. After that 15 to 30 minutes, it lasts in your body 3 to 6 hours. 3 to 6 hours. Your body, your muscles shut down. Your body is fucking relaxed. You can hardly move and all of that shit. That's why they give it to you. So you can't fight back, right? Here's another lie. So they got a picture here of a little syringe used to distribute the GHB into drinks, right? All right. So now she's looking for a place to rest after just a small portion of the drink. She's looking for a place to rest. She walked down what appeared to be a hallway containing several rooms off of it. She entered what appeared to be an empty bedroom so she could lie down for a moment. Okay. She did not lock the door. This room contained only a large bed with no furniture of any other kind, television, or furnishings. Just a room with a fucking bed. All right. Soon after, they're slick. They don't put like a certain time frame. They don't say, a half hour, 20 minutes, an hour. No, they say soon after, right? If it takes 15 to 30 minutes to take effect, soon after, all right, it should now be taking effect, I guess. We could say now it's taking effect, right? Let's say 15 minutes by now. Okay, so soon after, Combs enters the room along with defendant Carter and a female known as Celebrity B, right? The plaintiff immediately recognized all three celebrities. Now, she says Combs aggressively approached her with a crazed look in his eye, grabbed her and said, "You ready to party?" Okay. Now, remember, she was feeling woozy. She had to lay her ass down, right? She didn't lock the door. She went and laid her ass down. Okay. Combs, Carter, and Celebrity B enter, and he says, "You ready to party?" He grabbed her. Okay, now, so she's laying on the bed, right? Here's the kicker. She's laying on the bed. And he grabs her with the crazed look and says, "You ready to party?" Then threw her toward the wall, causing her to fall. So you saying this nigga walks in the room, grabs you, says you ready to party, off of the bed, and throws you to the wall. This is the inconsistency that occurred in the other bitch's lie. You're already on the bed. Why the fuck is he gonna take you off the bed to put you back on the bed? Why is he gonna take you off of the bed to put you back onto the bed? I don't understand that. That makes no sense. That's not what rapers do. Okay. So she says that Combs threw the plaintiff toward the wall, causing the plaintiff to fall. The plaintiff got up and stumbled. So now the effects of the GHB are supposed to be taking effect 15 to 30 minutes, and your body shuts down. You're weak, you can't do shit. And it lasts 3 to 6 hours. So you got up and stumbled, at which point Combs grabbed her again and threw her on the bed. So he grabbed her off of the bed, threw her to the wall. Then when she stands up, he grabs her and throws her back on the bed. Why would I take you up to bed? If I go in there, why do I throw you off of the bed to throw you back onto the bed? At that point, Carter began removing plaintiff's clothes as she grew more and more disoriented. So now she's stating that the GHB is kicking in, right? And it lasts how long? 3 to 6 hours. It says plaintiff was held down by Carter as he vaginally raped her while Combs and Celebrity B watched. So she couldn't fight Carter off. She's woozy. Her body's becoming immobilized, right? Because of this GHB, right? That she took a sip of and began to feel woozy. Okay. All right. Celebrity B watched. After Carter finished, he stepped back toward the wall. Combs then stepped forward and vaginally raped her while Carter and Celebrity B watched. So now we could say each one of them lasted about 15 minutes, right? 3 to 6 hours. So we got what, 2.5 hours left, right? Of this of the least amount of time that she should be incapacitated. Okay. Then it says Combs then knocked plaintiff down and attempted to force plaintiff to perform oral sex on him. She fought back, standing up quickly and punching out at the same time, hitting Combs in the neck. But you said you grew up here, you said as you grew more and more disoriented. You said you were weak. You said you stumbled, right? But now when he tried to make you give him some head, you say you fought back, you stood up quickly, punching out at the same time, and you punched Combs in the neck. Then you say this Combs stopped his attempt, right? Plaintiff grabbed her clothes and shoes and ran out of the bedroom. Shorty, which one is it? Are you incapacitated? Are you drugged? Are you not drugged? Are you weak and disoriented? Or are you fast and combative? What is it, man? What is it? Because you claim that this shit took effect after a small portion of you drinking this drink, a small portion. You began to immediately feel disoriented, tired, and weak. So weak that you were walking through this nigga's house to look Like what is that? The fucking Goldilocks in the fucking woods. She went to the Three Bears house. Oh, this bed is too hard. Oh, this bed is too low. What the fuck are you what are you talking about here? This is bullshit. We go back up to number 50. Number 50, you said after drinking just a portion of that drink, you began to feel woozy, lightheaded, and needed to lie down. I say that's bullshit because it takes 15 to 30 minutes for GHB to take effect. Right? Then you 51, you went looking for a place to rest, like Goldilocks. Right? Then you said Combs aggressively approached you, grabbed you, and threw you toward a wall. So he picked you up off of the bed and threw you to the wall, and then threw you back onto the bed. Right? So after you're drugged, Carter allegedly argued you first, right? And you grew more and more disoriented, right? All right. Then Combs stepped in and argued you, right? And then when Combs knocked the plaintiff down and attempted to force. So you were on the bed, right? And then he knocked you down and attempted to force you to perform oral sex on him. Why ain't he just when I'm hitting something, I'll climb up and just put my dick in the mouth. I don't understand. Why are you going to knock her off the bed and then hold her up like that? That don't make no sense, man. You see, when you reading reports, and this is something I had to learn after getting in trouble. Because yeah, I lied on some reports and shit. And you gotta learn, motherfuckers, when they read this shit, they gotta paint a picture in their head and put together what the fuck you're saying using common fucking the most reasonable common sense person. And it don't make sense for him to take you off of the bed, throw you to the wall, then throw you back on the bed. Then you're allegedly R twice. Then he knocks you off of the bed to pick you back up and make you perform oral sex. Now, while you're all disoriented, you're all fucked up, you can't move, you're weak, as you stated, using your own fucking words, you all of a sudden punch him. You stand up quickly, punch him, and hit him in the neck, right? Then you grab your clothes and shoes and run out of the bedroom. All right. So you ran around the residence until you found the front door and was able to leave the party. Hmm. All right. So now here comes the extra crazy part. Once outside, she put her clothes back on and left the scene in the dark. Oh my God. Plaintiff attempted to retrace the route taken by the limo driver. She kept running until she reached a gas station and noticed the way to the party. She reached a gas station she noticed on the way to the party. So, where you get all this energy from? All right, man. So, a female clerk noticed her distress and allowed her to use the phone. Plaintiff called her father. This is very important here. The plaintiff called her father and admitted that she lied about her whereabouts and asked him to pick her up. So the plaintiff's father arrived to pick her up shortly before dawn. Then it just goes to her falling into a deep depression and continues to affect every facet of her life. So your dad. If you're 13, I'm thinking if you're 13, there's a high probability that you're still a virgin, right? Some chicks I know, they fast asses. They start at 12 and whatever. I'm thinking you're still a virgin. You were fucked by two grown men, right? Your clothes are probably disheveled. Your hair is fucked up. You should be shaking, and so your dad picks you up at a gas station. You don't you don't go to the hospital. You don't none of that shit. None of that shit. Here's here's the fucked up part here. All right. All right. Boom, boom, boom. What's that here? What's that? Shit is crazy, bro. All right. Okay. Wherefore, plaintiff respectfully requests that judgment be entered against defendants as follows: awarding compensatory damages for all physical injuries, emotional distress, psychological harm, anxiety, humiliation, physical and emotional pain and suffering, family and social disruption, and other harm in an amount to be determined at trial. Right? She also wants awarding punitive damages in the amount to be determined at trial. They also want attorney's fees awarded and costs pursuant to any applicable statute or law. They also want awarding pre and post judgment interest on all such damages, fees, and or costs. They also want uh, to attach any of the defendant's real property and other assets located in the state of New York, and they want awarding such other few further relief as this court deemed just and proper. So whatever else the motherfucking judge wants to throw in on top, yeah, go ahead, throw that in, judge. You see this shit, man? You see this shit? So when she first filed, she only named Diddy. Why? If these two niggas raped you, why you only name one? October, she filed the shit. She comes back December. What the fuck's today's date? Damn, I need my date up here, man. So since when is this shit okay? Are we just like supposed to just like not say nothing about it, bro? Like, how does shit make any fucking sense? Damn, I'm trying to put this shit in there. Fuck. All right. So in the Thalia Graves, the lies I found in the Thalia Graves bullshit, right? This one was against Diddy. Factual allegations, right? Fragrance. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh fuck! I thought I had the shit in. All right. So in 2001, they say this Thalia Graves, who tried to bribe her ex-boyfriend with $3 million to go with the story. Right? She said her boyfriend worked that bad boy, and he told her, and Diddy said that he wanted to meet with her in person to discuss her boyfriend's performance issues. So she didn't call her boyfriend and say, "Yo, Diddy called me." You know what I'm saying? You wanna talk about your work and shit. Nah, he didn't say none of that. And then she just goes into a whole bunch of other bullshit. All right, so now we got to talk about these fucking groupies, these fucking hoes. B, these guys got to stop with this bullshit. One of the biggest hoes out here, Renner.
Okay.
She thinks shit cute.
Ooh. Oh Lord.
I've had sex with 35 guys. Okay.
Whew. Oh Lord.
35
No
guys.
word. So if I'm judged for
Anybody else
having,
need a shot of this?
if I'm judged for having great taste,
We are in the bar, so help yourself. We got this for the next hour. Woo.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price.
Brittany Renner is known for saying, if you want a quick bag, you want a quick come up, fuck an athlete because they're stupid. End quote. She caught a few of them niggas, right? We need to look at history. Young niggas, you rappers, whatever, athlete, y'all need to look at the history of this shit and see your favorite rappers and athletes getting ping-ponged in fucking court.
They're requested to show up, and sometimes they just show up. If you're a new band and you're not, you're new on the scene, there could be girls showing up, and you have no idea that they do this every week. You know, number one, if you're a young guy and you're in the music business, find out who you're dealing with. If you meet a young lady or a guy or whatever, get to know them first. Everybody is going to tell you that, oh, I'm just a school teacher and you know, I live such a boring life. And, well, was the famous groupie Connie, Sweet Connie, was doing her act as the Grand Funk Railroad song.
This shit has been going on since fucking forever, B. All right, now I got you on this here. Where this shit at? As you see here, you start off, these bitches, these are the bitches of today. You go into a fucking local club, you know what I mean? You in there chilling. Every one of these bitches could be a possible op to you, nigga. You think this bitch here is good for your wealth? They got him. Some bitch gave him pussy. She said, yeah, I lied and told him I was 18 when I was really 17. You know, the government protects these bitches. This is a fact. You're going to have to pay. This crazy bitch. No, you guys chase this damn box too much, man. That chick right there, the white chick, she said she had a great time. They made her go and recant that. These are the very chicks. Y'all go, y'all take them out, y'all let them in your VIPs. You know what I'm saying? You let them come in there and take it. Bro, they're your fucking demise. Okay? And why they your demise? Because you a fucking millionaire. You think millionaires get love, nigga? They only here for one fucking thing. And the crazy part, look at this shit. Kissing this nigga down in the fucking club. That's how it fucking goes. 20 years later, she'll say, "Oh, he fucking groped me, or he fucking raped me in the club." What happens is all of these. Look, this one here, this the latest one, got him, got his ass. These stupid niggas got 2 bras pregnant. Some of them got two dudes. Yeah, these 2 fools right here got the same bitch pregnant. Like, you just getting taken out. This dude worth 200 million. He ain't worth 200 million no more. You understand what I'm saying? These broads, man, are ruining these dudes' lives. And what the fuck is this? This shit been going on forever. Right? I want to show you Kiss. All right, check this out.
Who have this dream of what it would be like to be up there and having all these people screaming your name. Even before you start the song, you do the first chord on the guitar. There are people who just are dying just to...
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, well. And so, what does that do to your head?
You know, you think you're... I mean, it's obviously what we got in this for in the first place. Anybody who tells you the story of wanting to impart some greater knowledge to humanity is really not really telling the truth. The reason we first started strumming guitars is because we wanted women, and lots of them. And their daughters.
It's great.
And probably their granddaughters.
It's really great.
See, these niggas, see, they know that these niggas like them young, B. And the crazy part, it was more accepted back then. There's a broad who's famous. Is this her? This might be her. There's a chick who's famous for fucking being a groupie, bro. She fucked like almost every popular band out there in the 70s and 80s, bro.
Emerged from the whirlwind era of 1970s rock and roll as one of its most iconic baby groupies. Immersed in the hedonistic LA music scene from a young age, Maddox's relationships with several rock legends while she was still in her mid-teens have made her tales both tantalizing and controversial.
This bitch was in her mid-teens. She was 15. This is in the 70s. But I don't see niggas talking about this shit. And I don't think these broads came back talking about, yo, he raped me and I need fucking $20 million either.
As decades have passed and societal norms shifted, Lori's experiences have become emblematic of the era's unrestrained excesses, blurring the lines between teenage rebellion, the allure of fame, and the complexities of consent and power dynamics. Join Factsverse as we present Lori Maddox breaks silence on her baby groupie days. See her now. Lori's life. Lori Maddox, often referred to as Lori Lightning or Baby Groupie, was one of the most notorious figures of the Los Angeles
Look at this bitch.
rock scene in the 1970s. She first entered the glamorous and often tumultuous world of rock and roll at a precociously young age, mostly frequenting clubs like the Whiskey A Go-Go and the Rainbow Bar and Grill, even though she was well below the legal age. These venues were the epicenter of rock culture in LA during the 70s. Maddox is perhaps best known for her relationships with rock stars, most notably Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin. Their relationship
Look how she gawking that old boy right here. She looking at this motherfucker like, oh my God.
began when she was only 14 and he was in his mid
14. Yo. You know, and it seems like back then it seemed like it was accepted almost. 'Cause they weren't dragging niggas to court. Elvis married a 14-year-old bitch. It seemed like it was more accepted back then. Like, oh, she's 15.
age of Led Zeppelin. Their relationship began
If you recall, that video we watched, Alfred Bloomingdale, the owner of Bloomingdale's, this motherfucker picked the chick up when she was 15. He was like 40 something. He picked the bitch up, 15 years old. You know, she was already married to some other rich nigga. It was crazy. Like nobody said nothing.
And when she was only 14 and he was in his mid-20s. It's been the subject of controversy given her age at the time. Along with her best friend, Sable Starr, Maddox was part of the scene that celebrated and was celebrated by many of the rock stars of the time. The term groupie back then held a different connotation than it might today, and these young women were very much a part of the fabric of the rock and roll culture. As the 1970s progressed and as Maddox grew older, she began to distance herself from the rock scene. There's less public information about her later life, and she chose to live a relatively low-key existence after her early years in the limelight. In more recent years, the narratives of young groupies and their relationships with much older rock stars have been re-examined. What was once seen as glamorous is now often viewed through a more critical lens, raising questions about power dynamics, consent, and exploitation. Lori Maddox's life as a baby groupie offers a glimpse into a wild and often hedonistic era of rock and roll.
So, as you niggas see, a wild and rocky, hedonistic era of rock and roll. How will hip hop be remembered? Will it be remembered worse than that? I think it will. If you recall, not that. If you recall this chick in our hip hop days, early hip hop days, let me see if you know who this groupie was. She's a groupie. Remember Karen Steffens, aka Superhead?
About that. So the problem is, what you were really mad about is that all my penises are rich as fuck. They got money, they got status, they have opportunities, they can put me on. That's what the hoes were mad about. Because I'm like, I know for a fact, I know I've seen women speak outwardly about me who were hoes on tape. Like, we have actual footage of you having sex on stage at a Luke concert during fucking Freaknik, but you're on TV talking about me like you don't know how I ever did what I did. I would never. Bitch, we have footage of you. What are you talking about? The footage isn't dead. I got Luke's number. We kikied about you. We giggled, bitch.
So she was definitely a groupie, right? But she used her groupie powers for evil. Okay. As you know, she wrote books ousting many fucking stars just to fuck up their life and shit like that and get a paycheck in it. That right there lets you know you gotta watch out for these bras. Even today, look at Blueface. Look at this chick right here. Watch this.
Well, shout out to Blueface. Thank you for being with All Urban Central today.
All Urban Central, yeah, hey.
Get my number.
Why?
Because I want you dead. I'll suck it so good, you don't even know. I'll suck it till you fucking come. Oh. Jordan, I said I got that, and you said how old are you?
No, wait. You gonna fight a bitch for that bitch though?
I'll fight. I'll suck it. I'll suck it so good.
Why?
Because I want you dead. I'll suck it so good, you don't even know. I'll suck it till you fucking come. Oh. Jordan, I said I got that, and you said how old are you?
This bitch just wants to suck his dick. And to a man, especially a young man, but to a man, period. You know, if you have a fairly attractive woman up there, like begging for that right there, it's hard to say no back then. Today, You need to just get up. You're like, yo, I'll be right back. And get up and fucking go get away, bro. Because these are the chicks, this era of chicks, this is what they're doing, right? They're coming back 20 years later after they done fucking been all fucked out, drugged up, and all that shit, and they ain't got no bag, they ain't got no talent, they ain't got none of that shit. And they there for a bag, and you are the bag. This is the hottest shit. This is the biggest scam going right now. You know how they had to scam with the busting checks and the Cash App scam and the Western Union scam? This is the new scam for chicks now. Oh shit, girl! Remember I fucked him back in a 94. Yeah, fuck it. I'm about to file something because they're working. They're broke. They probably got fucking kids by 4 different niggas. Like they fucked their life up, man. And you were the only savior. Once they saw Diddy give Cassie that fucking money, they said, "Oh, it's like that? Yeah, yo." They broke down the shit to him. There's a criminal shit, and then there's a civil shit. If you sue them civilly, they gotta pay you. They like, word? Like, yeah, you ain't even gotta say your name. That's why all these bitches is running to do this shit. If you hug, there's a part of this nigga's song, Lucky Me. There's a part of JayZ's song, Lucky Me, where he says, you think I'm freaking these chicks right. I'm trying not to brush against their chest. You get a lawsuit for shit like that. I feel trapped, right? He even knew that shit. That's how I know he was careful, bro. I know he was careful. You know, you might have slipped up every now and then, but running in a room with Puff, fucking a 13-year-old, throwing her around. Who, bro? You know what type of nigga you gotta be to go in the room with your man and he just start like throwing a bitch around and shit? That fucks up your mood. It's like, yo, bro, what you do? Like, what are you doing? Like, you fucking up the pussy. You damaging the, like, what the fuck? Like, chill. Yeah. That's why it makes no fucking sense. But these people are so money hungry and they're just gonna fucking lie. And Busby's a fucking chicken hawk. He's a, what do they call these lawyers? Ambulance chasers, like they say. Yeah. He'll go and he'll put as many fucking cases you want. Oh yeah, you want to sue him? All right, cool. You got anything that sounds good? Fuck it. Let's see. We'll just shoot at the moon and see what happens. Come on, bro. That makes no sense. As many bros as want to give you some buns, he ain't had to, ever since he got famous, he ain't had to fight for no motherfucking buns. So you mean to tell me both of y'all are the highlight of the era right now? She said 2000? Yeah. They was lit as fuck in 2000. So you really expect somebody to believe that this nigga walked in there and Diddy throwing the bitch around, yeah, bitch, throw it to the wall and throw it back on the bed? Come on, man. You gotta use your motherfucking brain. And I don't know what Blueface did on this night. I hope he turned this bitch down. But knowing him being a young nigga, nah, he probably went and got that head.
Why?
Because I want you dead. I'll suck it so good, you don't even know. I'll suck it until you fucking come. Oh. Jordan, I said I got that. He said, how old are you?
No, wait. You gonna fight a bitch for that bitch though?
I'll fight for that.
I hear you, bro.
Are you recording?
Yeah, Blue.
Hey, Tanny. What? Get her.
Yeah.
Get her. No, in the good way. Bye.
I want to see her.
He's trying to secure the bag, but I'm not interested. We out of here, man.
Yeah.
My life is hard.
I go to the club and it's like bitches be begging like, please let me suck your dick, let me suck your dick. I'm like, it's not worth it, cause like I'd rather jack off, just get a pic, cause it's like,
Oh shit! Shout out to Blueface. Yeah, he turned that shit down. You knew what time it was. You could feel the evil aura on that bitch.
Okay, let me get the baby hairs right. I'm scared they are. Alright.
All right, man. I'm glad he dubbed that shit. I'm glad he dubbed that shit, B. What else? These groupies be all over the place. This is a gentleman talking about this craziest fucking groupie story.
The wildest thing a girl has done for you, like to get your attention, or
we talking about anybody,
any girl.
like
Yes.
any girl, like I know or I don't know.
The craziest.
I mean, because I could say something like when the tour bus was leaving the venue, a chick was beating on the tour bus, like, yo, stop, let me on the bus. That could be crazy, or, yo, but that's crazy to me, though. Because, like, when we be on tour, it be chicks, like, hanging out, like, it's a different thing when you like saying like yo, let me on the bus, and then it's another thing when you saying like no, I'm gonna sit here till the police come. The police gonna have to take me away. That's a crazier thing to me, in my opinion. So, all right, if that's me, let me try to aim higher. Let me think. I don't know if I can say this. I don't know if I should say it.
Go for it.
I don't know. Maybe. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Where's she at?
I don't know. Maybe having a man's baby to try to keep him. I don't know. Is that crazy? No. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. So everybody know that these groupies is out here. Even the chicks that marry these athletes or these stars, they know these bitches is out here and they thirsty, right? But what they're seeing now is so imagine you hanging in there with a nigga. All the years you done been through the cheating, you done been through all that shit. You stuck it out. Shit's calming down. Everything is cool. You know, life is really good. He stopped cheating. And then a lawsuit from a random raggedy bitch comes out. So-and-so raped so-and-so at such and such. And now you got to deal with this because this little raggedy bum broke bitch got to come over here and try to get some money from one of these little thoughts that he fucked 20 years ago. Women are going through it too. You going through it too because these bros are coming back because they broke. They can't do nothing. You and your man buying each other islands and shit. Y'all are on yachts and they see you everywhere. You dropping tracks and all this other shit. And she getting ready to get her fucking Section 8 and food stamps canceled by fucking Trump. Yeah, she need that bag. She gonna lie. This is the biggest wealth killer of men. Lawsuits, divorce. Yo, you got to be careful with these girls, man. You got to be cautious. If you could buy her a bag, you could buy her a necklace, buy her a fucking $1,000 wig or whatever, nigga. For her to fuck you, she'll probably put a lawsuit on you later. Because that's where her mind is at. Her mind is, I'm gonna trade my body, I'm gonna trade my dignity for this item. Hell yeah, she gonna fucking sue you and lie on your ass years later. That's what it's looking like. That's exactly what the fuck this shit looks like right here. They gonna do that shit.
Facebook. What's the most challenging part of being in a relationship with a professional athlete? What's challenging about it?
You know, I mean, it's just being apart a lot. You know, Melo's on the road a lot with his games, and, you know, I'm home with our son or I'm working. So being apart is always hard on any relationship, and that's where communication and obviously trust comes in, because in life you can't be with somebody all the time.
You get jealous of the temptations in professional sports, and we all know they're there.
They
there
are there.
groupies in every city.
Larry, what do you know about groupies?
I'm a sports fan. I love sports.
So you know about the groupies. Yes, there are groupies in every city, but I try not to think about the groupies. I think about my relationship, and I focus on the positive in
You know what has the most groupies? Hockey.
Well, good. Well, then I'll keep my man right where he's at then.
What's the best
It's all good until that suit come in.
part about being married to a professional athlete?
I mean, it's fun.
He's off half the year.
Well,
Let me see. We got another one with Larry King here.
Craziest groupie moment. There must have been many.
Well, there's one in the book. It was a wild and crazy time, to use a Steve Martin line, and we were backstage after the show, and the groupies there were famous for being ready for the bands, and I was never a groupie guy. I never got into that. I was always looking for the right girl, and I found her. Her name's Billy. We've been together 30 years. But anyway, as I'm watching this scene go on backstage in Atlanta, and the guitar player that was in the band for the first year was actually washing off his Mr. Important with a bottle of Jack Daniels, because he was the only one who was married, and he was fooling around, and he said, I can't go home with anything. And that was the only thing he could get that was as close to a disinfectant. And he was standing over a big plastic bin of trash, and he was cleaning himself off. Anyway, I thought that was a funny scene.
Yo, what's the name? Oh, shit. And back in the day, these bras would come through, and they ain't want to go home. Look at him. Very big.
The way I heard it was that Dad was going to kill me. Well, you know, I know. I'm willing to do what's right, you know, and that's why I called you. Do you think? But like, I don't want to live there anymore, and I don't want to go through what I'm going to go through when I get back. You see? Oh, I see.
So this little joint right here is on the phone with one of her parents. She's like, "Yeah, nah, I don't want to live there no more. I'm gonna stay on the road with this nigga." What?
Well, why don't you tell them what I'm doing so they don't worry? Yeah, I will. Well, as soon as someone can take me to the airport, probably tonight, something like that. Tomorrow. But, you know, just explain to them that that's wrong. And the only thing, like, I do know 10 years after, and I did go to some gigs with them, but I wasn't with them.
Don't go back there. Just say, forget it. Say,
No,
we'll
man,
see.
I'm not going to do that. I'm doing my thing.
Well, nothing else has worked. Obviously, the other way didn't work, so you got to try, you know, do it your own way. Do it the way, yeah. Write out everything open, you know. Just tell them that you want to be on your own.
She's
Yeah, well, my dad said he was going to kill me,
My dad
too.
said he was going to break all the fingers on my hands, so I couldn't play guitar anymore. Do you think that?
My dad? Is that what?
I just heard that maybe they may be flying up here because they know you're with 10 years after.
Well, they're gone. They're
That's good.
That's a bad rumor, you know. Of course I'm not. Of course I've been here. Isn't that right, Pete?
As far as I know, yeah. But I haven't been here very much.
Down in the basement.
Okay.
With the ducks.
That's like Ralph and Quack.
Yeah.
Or, that was 10 years after.
Fine. They went to Oklahoma today.
Hey, I was a set last night. Did you watch him play last night?
Yeah, it's good.
Have you been staying with them?
I've been staying up in the hotel where they've been staying. Went riding horses yesterday down on the beach. It's fantastic.
With
Leo and some people from Terry Reid, drummer, and some girls, you know. Have you written any new songs?
No, they did 2 new songs that we had already written. Two new songs. We haven't written any new ones. We put together.
Yo, man, these niggas wasn't fucking rock stars or whatever. They wouldn't be having a bitch trying to stay with them up there.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Sun?
Music for 2 new, yeah.
Oh, that's such a good song.
Yeah, and the other one too.
I told him it was going to be #1 someday. I really think it is. It's going to.
When the dark meets the light, don't let me be alone.
That shit is whack. They was getting wild pussy off of that. Woo, shit. I know they hear some JayZ, they gonna go crazy.
I'm afraid, oh my heart.
All right, man, that's enough. Oh my God, look at what?
Oh, please be by my side. Give me a reason, I wanna know.
That shit made her not want to go back home. What?
Why the sun, why the stars, I've named them after you. Oh, please be by my side, don't let me be alone.
This is stupid, bro. Yo, this is the new era shit. If you could take her, right, transport her from that era to right here. Man, this shit is crazy.
Yo, Jason, what's up, big dog? Tell you what's up, big dog Jason Derulo leaving Argyle, and big dog's got an appetite. Check out this party bus. 2 chicks waiting. 3, 4, 5, and
This is so
not 6.
Everybody gets in except for one lady, and she is pissed.
You guys want to know why I'm not going? Okay, I'm telling you right now why I'm not going.
Oh, we are all ears.
You want to talk it?
Yeah.
Let's talk it.
Let's talk.
He makes me come here.
Derulo made you come here?
Yes. I'm from Brazil.
Huh, would have guessed Finland. But yes, she claims Jason specifically invited her, but then she got the door slammed. Which would mean
something happened in the club.
But what? Theories?
This woman is insufferable.
She was in the club and they're listening and they're thinking, how do we all get out of here?
Jason Derulo said, you can all come with me, she can't come.
Isn't there a code like no chick left behind?
No.
Yes. My friend is inside. Oh, she's texting me.
What'd she say?
It's so
Can I see the text?
that is some shit that we get an Uber.
I would have just jumped on the bus.
I'm not gonna jump in the bus if he don't go with me. I'm not gonna be like one of the girls.
Okay, maybe that crazy laugh is the reason you're not on the bus. Anyway, you don't want to hook up with Jason Derulo. A celebrity like him could never truly love you, but perhaps true love is standing right in front of you.
You look great tonight. I don't know why you didn't jump on that.
Yo, these niggas are hilarious, man. What?
You look great tonight. I don't know why you didn't jump on that.
Where you from?
Oh, shit! Yo, she said, where you from, nigga?
Like him could never truly love you, but perhaps true love is standing right in front of you.
You look great tonight. I don't know why you didn't jump on that.
Where you from?
Damn, she about to suck this nigga up, dude. That was hilarious. So, let me see. Guys, these niggas here, you gotta stop. You'll never learn. I'm very interested in seeing how this turns out with JayZ. He got guns blazing. He's ready to go to war with this motherfucker, Busby. I hope it turns out good. But they gotta stop going for these fucking chicks, bro. I'm done. I don't know why they even believe these motherfuckers. Salute, Pook. What's up, bro? I don't know why they keep fucking falling for the same shit, bro. Come on, man. I don't give a fuck, man. You can't have JayZ and you can't have JayZ, man. JayZ is a household name. He's not in no shit. He got kids. He got a fucking wife. He got all his businesses. Nah, bitch. Diddy was different. Diddy was different, man. You know, multiple bitches. You know, that wild, freaky lifestyle. JayZ has the family man persona. This nigga here, Travis. Oh my God. His girl used to strip. That's crazy. They got the receipts. Oh my God, man. That's their problem, man. They just want to marry the pussy. This whole oh my God, bro. The shit they accusing him of is just stupid. Makes no sense. To me. To me. Bucket list. Come on. Bucket list. Why they lie so much, man? That's a damn shame that they lie so much. The best pussy. This pussy is the realest pussy to me. Damn, I wish they could just settle this shit right now. That shit gonna take mad long. I just wanna marry the pussy. Would you marry me? I just wanna marry the pussy. Oh man, Blueface said, nah, I'm good. That's my Bugatti. Damn, Jay. Eat that pussy. That pussy. That pussy. That pussy. That pussy. My pussy. You know? Time in it. Out. So
I work pussy out. I tell her pop that pussy like you from the south. Swear that pussy so good. She got a nigga right by.
this nigga, man, I can't believe this fucking cocksucker, bro. You know what, man? It's not even his fault, man. It's these fucking bros' fault, bro. It's like I was saying last night, man. Them niggas was too lit to have to rape somebody. It was too lit. Crazy. Them damn concerts, man. I played some shit last night, but they was in the fucking tunnel. Y'all remember the tunnel? But I mean, if you from New York. Well, when they performed in the fucking tunnel, the women were going nuts. Like this shit right here. Happy pussy. Yeah, man, there's no fucking way you telling me this nigga went in the room with Puff while Puff throwing a bitch around into walls and shit and then got on there and smashed. That shit is going, first of all, you don't gotta do that shit. The women is out there like that. You saw how shorty was on Blueface? Come on, man. Nah, hell no, they didn't have to do that. What happened is when they come back 24, not even 20 years, 24 years later. 24 years later. Bitch, you still alive, you working, you got your own place, you fine. Probably got kids. I can't wait till they say, name who this chick is, man. Name this bitch, please. Just lying. They're lying. These niggas ain't had to rape nobody. And they're back in this era. Fuck out of here. Talking about they had to. Let's see what this bird said.
So y'all know it's been a lot going on over the weekend. We do see that JayZ was the latest person named in the Diddy lawsuit. Mm-hmm. And this story is like an onion. It's a lot of layers to peel back. And so I'm going to bring Lauren in here to do this because this is her first.
Because she called the sources?
This is her forte because she can contact anybody from the feds to Donald Trump.
There you go.
So I want her to come on in here. Come on in here, girl.
And I saw just trying to pronounce litigious this morning. Woo.
Well, I think I did a better job than you just did. What is it? Don't play with me.
JayZ, okay, so look, not even a laughing matter, right? So over the weekend, actually last night, JayZ was named in a lawsuit. This is a federal civil suit. This lawsuit is one that we actually talked about before. So y'all remember back in October when Tony Busby filed that big bunch of lawsuits against Diddy.
Mm-hmm. That's the one that set up the hotline.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the start of all of that stuff, right around that time. So during that time when that was set up, there was a case that was mentioned. There was a 13-year-old girl who said she came to New York when she was 13 to go to the VMAs. She didn't have a ticket. She was just excited to be here. She met a limousine driver who said he worked for Puff. And he was like, I can't get you into the VMAs, but if you come back here after, I can get you to an after party.
Now, 13-year-old was with no parents, just by themselves?
She came by herself. She came by herself. So she was dropped off by a friend. Now, that girl in that lawsuit originally back.
That don't sound like this is the disingenuous shit Like that don't sound fucking retarded to you? She's 13 years old and she was dropped off by a friend. What fucking friend does a 13-year-old know that's driving? That'll drop her off.
October said she went to a party. It was a Puff party, allegedly. When she got there, she had some drink. She started feeling a little crazy, and then she went to a room to.
She had taken one drink and had a small portion of it. A small portion, a few sips, maybe 3 sips. And then she said she started feeling woozy. It takes 15 minutes to a half an hour to kick in.
To like lay down and take a little, a little minute away from the people. When she woke up, Puff and
what?
She went to a room to like lay down and take a little, a little minute away from the people.
See, one thing I noticed about women, right? Women will tell a story and they'll just ramble through the shit, right? Just reading through it like it's okay, it's verified, there's nothing wrong with what's being said, right? They don't look at the fucking facts, bro. They just rambling it off. She's like, yeah, so she went in and she went to go lay down and she went to this party and this and that. She had a few drinks. And then, nah, bitch, no, hold up. Who dropping a 13-year-old off? The bitch said it was on her bucket list. She said she had a drink and that in a couple sips she starts feeling fucking woozy. And then you just walk around. How do you know there's a place for you to fucking lay down? You at a party. How you know there's a place for you to lay your silly ass down? What do you mean? Oh, let me find a bed and fucking lay down. Come on, man. This shit's stupid.
When she woke up, Puff and 2 other celebrity A and B, were in the room, and she was raped, allegedly, in that room. She called her dad to come get her when she was able to get away from the party, who didn't know she was there, and then it caused her like mental distress to this day. So that's why she was filing civil suit. So
you see how she's saying that shit like, to this day? No. That's stupid. The whole story is stupid.
So over the weekend, celebrity A was named as JayZ. So now that has like shattered the internet streets, as you guys can imagine, because I think for a while people have been trying to place other celebrities in this and figure out who the other names are.
And the crazy part is so many people who are so happy. They couldn't wait for JayZ to be named in this shit. They couldn't fucking wait. It's crazy how many people are waiting on your demise, your downfall, even down to the regular average level on your job. Nothing would make their day more than hearing that you got suspended or fired or kicked off your post or some shit like that. Nothing would make their day better than hear some bad shit about you.
And this is one of the biggest names outside of Diddy that we've seen named in all of this stuff. So now the civil suit still remains as is. The claims are still the same. The only difference is that she's saying that Puff was one of the people allegedly that raped her in that room, but that JayZ also participated, and that there was another celebrity who was a female celebrity, B, who watched. And she said that the woman is accusing JayZ and Puff of taking turns. Like Puff would, sexually assault her, rape her. And then JayZ would watch, and then allegedly JayZ would do the same, and then Puff would watch. And she says that no one helped her. Like the other celebrity that was in the room did not help her. Now, all of this like happened, right? This all dropped. People were like, well, what the heck is going on? You guys remember when all this started dropping around Puff, it was like statements from his attorneys trying to defend him.
Yeah.
Now with JayZ released a statement, I would say almost like immediately once this happened. And his statement was very different. I made sure all of y'all had the statement.
Yes.
Alrighty. So this is a long statement. Normally we only pick pieces of it, but I think it's important for us to read the full statement.
You gonna read this whole thing?
We need to.
Okay, let's do it.
So it says, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt. This is a statement directly from JayZ. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt, called a demand letter from a lawyer, in quotations, named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations of the public scrutiny that would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer who I have done a bit of research on seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor.
Valor.
The fuck?
Valor. You have neither nor.
Yo, what is that shining through on her head? Is that like a piece of a wig or some shit? Can you see that shit? Where am I? Where is it? No, that's not it. Let me see. Can you see that shit shining through? What the fuck is that, man? What is that, bro?
Or honor or dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I, he says my wife, but we know he's like my Beyonce, because like, why don't you just say Beyonce? My wife and I have to sit our children down now, one of whom is at the age where her friend.
Yo, this body young bitches is stupid as fuck, man. Did you hear that dumb shit?
It's like, why don't you just say Beyonce? Heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I, he says my wife, but we know he's like my Beyonce, because like, why don't you just say Beyonce?
Well, because he's giving her title to him. She's his wife, not his Beyonce. Stupid. What the fuck is...
My wife and I have to sit our children down now, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such that at their young age. It is unfair to have to try and understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world. I want to get to this next part. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the projects of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me, that if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am.
That was a bar you
don't
skipped,
play
though.
with me.
Yeah.
Which one? Go ahead.
My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit.
Why did she leave that out? She got the same fucking paper. It's fucking broads.
It was the cheap suit for me.
How you skip the bar and the ambulance chaser?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people responded so much to this. Like, of course, this caused a big back and forth for people, putting out their own opinion of like, what do they believe? Is JayZ a part of this whole thing that people are beginning to believe that Puff is a part of, or is he not?
But basically, his response is like, "Don't try me, try somebody else." You know what I'm saying?
I'm not the one.
And then what he said about like these lawyers who have these types of theatrics, they have a pattern of doing cases like this, and everybody case sound the same. It's like,
that's right.
They'll call you
underage girl. They was drugged, raped. Yes.
Yeah. And so I do want to mention too, because the first thing I thought of when I saw this, I said, oh, this is going to, if JayZ is successful at what he is doing and he's not backing down, this is going to change the game for a lot of celebrities who get brought into these type of things. True. And if true, they serve consequences for it. But if not true, it's like it just goes away. But these stains are still on your record. You know what I mean? Because he's basically making a precedent for it, right?
Yeah.
So Diddy's team sent a statement over to us, and they basically said this amended complaint in the extortion lawsuit that Mr. Busby exposes. Because JayZ went on and filed an extortion suit against Busby. They're basically saying all of that is going to show y'all what we've been saying. Like, this is all just a publicity stunt. These are people chasing dollars.
Well, good for Hov. I'm glad JayZ responded just like that, because this has been going on for too long. It is a grift. These accusers go to these lawyers with all these salacious claims. The lawyer will put more sauce on the salacious claims. They reach out to your team and say, if you don't settle with us, we're going to go public with these claims. They'll tell you that they're going to hold a press conference. We're going to do interviews. And a lot of people settle because they don't want the bad press.
Where they don't have the money to
It happens
fight.
all the time. And like you said, the problem is it's very expensive, right? When you get these civil suits, it's very expensive. And like Charlamagne said, go to the press.
Yep.
They'll make these press conference, and what they want to do is they want to make sure that you lose money. They want to make sure that you lose endorsements, lose sponsorships, lose everything, until you get to the point where you be like, you know what, let me just pay them off and get away from them. But Jay got enough to say, look, I'm gonna fight this all the way. Now Busby, he responded, right?
I was about to say he did, but real quick, I want to say that I want to say that
we can do part 2 next.
Okay, because there's some more to this. Because I reached out to the Southern District of New York, who, if it was to go criminal, that's who would take it on, and a few other people. So I want to get into that.
Could they do criminal, or did the time already pass?
I'm not for sure the technicalities of that, because I know that people have been talking about it in like Texas. Is that what you're referencing?
Civil. I know civil they can after 30 years after somebody's 18.
This case was originally filed in New York, so I don't know, because I don't know what the feds are doing criminally about this girl anyway, just with Diddy. So we'll talk about it, because there's a few other points that we need to get to.
Okay, all right, we'll do that
but
next
what
time.
I live by, if you never hear Wendy Williams talking about it, ain't true. Thank you so much, Lauren. I appreciate you.
Okay.
All right,
I
now
like
when
that
we come
tag
back,
team. I like that tag team.
You know
by the
what
way.
I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Yo, I'm about to fall out, guys. I'm pop up later with some shit, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Check you out in a little bit. What time is it? 3 o'clock? Maybe around 8, 9, something like that. Holla at y'all. Peace.